Hey, everybody. This is Chill10974 coming to you live from the Chill Zone Studios. We're going for another edition of Chilling on the Couch, but this is episode 5, The Monitors Strike Back. That's right. So, tonight, we're going to be, yes, and before anybody says it, I'm not on the couch. I'm sitting over here where I can enjoy using the camera and the computer and everything else. So, you know, we'll just do that. But tonight, we're actually going to do chilling on the couch. So there's going to be no games. We're just going to sit back and relax and, you know, do the thing. Hey, we got a little bit of action in the chat. We got Imperial. What's going on, Imperial? We got Miles. What's happening, Miles? Welcome. Tonight's going to be a little bit different than the other night. We're going to be tonight is basically, it's going to be a driven conversation. So we're going to talk about all different types of stuff, whatever it may be. We'll try to limit not trying to go into the political realm, because that always seems to be not fun. So we're going to try not to do that unless there's some compelling stories that are actually rather hilarious. Doesn't matter who's first, it's a matter who's here, and you guys are both here, so you guys rock. You rock. That's right. So put that over there. Make sure that the chat. Oh, that sucks. Gotta love technology, huh? I don't know. He's he's been he's been rising steadily. You know, it's been really consistent. I mean, he's slowed down a little bit, but he no, he's had a nice steady climb. And good on him. I mean, hey, he works hard at what he does, and he puts out a pretty good product. He's rather hilarious. He's a good player. He knows what he's talking about. You know, he's even got 2 monitors because he's special. Well, I'll keep telling people, if you're subbed over here and you haven't gone over to see Dr. Ghost, go over there. If you go down in the description section down below, you can actually click the link over there. I got Zach in the chat. What's up, Zach? I got Slayer Mike high and by. Okay, thanks, buddy. Appreciate your literal 2 seconds to come in and type and leave. Love you too, buddy. But just so you know, I have a whole bunch of down in the description section. Down below, they have all different types of channels that are friends of the Chill Zone. If you haven't gone and checked these channels out, you have a chance to hit that link, go on over, see what they're all about. Try to help each other here. We try to help each other here in this our little community, because it's kind of important. So that's what we want to do. So we got there's a whole slew of stuff we could be talking about. Yeah, I'm very annoyed at Game 6. I don't know what is going on with the Bruins right now. They're just making mistakes. They're making big mistakes, and they're getting killed for it. They're doing everything. They're scoring goals, but the thing is, they're making mistakes and allowing the Panthers to score. They're allowing the Panthers to dictate the game, dictate the physicality of the game. They're taking stupid penalties. They're not capitalizing as much on their power play, and it looks like their PK is not doing that well. And no, the goaltending is not looking good. So, well, it's coming back to Boston. for the pivotal and series ending Game 7. We're going to see who goes on. Will the curse of the President Trophy continue and croak the best team in the league, technically? Or will Florida dive? What ship would I like to see in the next campaign? Honestly, I don't know. Because whatever ship is going to be in the campaign, unless, I mean, they're not really gearing anything towards Tier 7, they're gearing it towards Tier 8. I mean, you'll probably maybe get, I don't know. I mean, it's really tough to tell. I mean, honestly, for me to care about what ship's going to be coming in next, it's kind of like, there's still issues that they need to fix that I would prefer that they take care of before they or we start thinking about what cool ships that we can bring in, whatever. I mean, we've had, yeah, Zach said they have one in spotted sort of the Algier, I think it is, and then there was that other one, Constellation, that's been spotted and being used by super testers. So who knows? Honestly, I personally think that yeah. I mean, personally, if I'm going to ask for a ship, I would prefer another gunboat destroyer. That way, something. Actually, I'd be asking for another gunboat destroyer that would probably be either in the tier 8 or in the legendary tier, because anything that they can do to kill Shimas, I'm all about it. Because Shimas are the absolute most broken destroyer in the whole entire game, hands down. But hey, what are we gonna do? I hope this looks good because I got the camera going. Hopefully the thing's broadcasting well. And I hope you're seeing the chat up on the screen. I was able to get the overlay working because I'm not using my OBS right now. I'm actually streaming directly out of Restream right now, since I'm not really planning on doing any gaming. So right, we got there's a whole lot of stuff going on that we could probably be talking about and everything else. We got obviously we got the NHL going on. I mean, it's going to go home for the Hurricanes, the Islanders tonight. Absolutely, got that going on. We got the NBA playoffs going on. You know, oh god, finished up arena for the night. 45th place, still sitting top one, but I'm going to tell you, Tier 8 arena was dropped way too early. There's not enough ships up there. I mean, there is a decent amount of ships up there, but how do you afford them? They take more global XP and more coin, more silver, to fit those damn things out. It's pretty stupid, and they're not great. A lot of those ships are not great, and I'm pretty sure that the ship selection up there was probably, it was probably limited more to the Germans. Yeah, they're gonna be fire spammers, or it's gonna be Germans. There's not a lot of cruisers. You're going to be facing off against the same cruisers all the time. There's not a lot of destroyers up there. What, you have like maybe 3, 4 maybe total destroyers. I mean, you got battleships. Either you're going to get like the Iwaki or the Musashi, or you're going to get the Rupert. You're gonna just basically get all the sweaty, stupid ones that are gonna be playing. So I honestly, I'm not even playing Arena. I'm kind of done with it. Tier 7, I didn't mind, but Tier 8 and Legendary, I want nothing to do with it. Oh, I know a lot of the lists. I know a lot of the ships that are. I know all the ships that are on there, but we know what people are gonna limit themselves to playing. I mean, it's pretty stupid. Just like the majority, either you saw fire spamming cruisers, but if you saw battleships, you were going to see Tier 7. Anything that was German that had secondaries and torpedoes, So hey, it's wargaming, but Arena's not exciting me. I mean, good on you for getting where you are, buddy. But hey, like I said, I'm not Tier 8 legendary tier. No interest. Just no interest. Well, yeah, got the thickness, the extra thickness. No, I mean, yes, you are limited to let's put it this way: you are limited to a certain number of ships because they haven't really filled out. They haven't really filled out all the countries yet, and you're limited to what's available and what premium ships, premium tier 8 ships that you've been able to acquire. Um, but you know that people are going to play depending on what they're playing. You only have so many cruisers, you only have so many destroyers up there, you only have so many battleships, and out of those battleships, your own people are going to play certain ones because you know fanboy German battleships because armor, secondaries, and torpedoes. Musashi, big guns, blap things if they can hit it. No carriers, don't have to worry about the AA. You got fire spamming cruisers up there. Only a few. Yep, I said Musashi. It is what it is. It doesn't sound. It didn't sound appealing. I mean, Tier 7 was rough because everybody played a lot of the same stuff. You know, Tier 8 is Tier 8, and Tier 8's garbage. I mean, there's a couple of ships up there I like, but nothing that really makes me want to play it all the time. And then you get into the swamp-infested disaster area that's called Legends, because you know what you're gonna get, and you get in the Lego tier. You're gonna get the Colbert, you're gonna get the Worcester, you're gonna get the Des Moines, maybe a Napoli here and there. You're definitely gonna be getting ships like you're definitely gonna get Yamato. You may get a Montana here and there, but and destroyers. Huh, well, it's gonna be Shima time. You're gonna get Shima to death. I mean, you may get some Cabas and some Gearings. You may get a few here and there, but you're primarily going to be seeing mostly Worcester, Des Moines, Yeah, friggin' Yamis. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're either gonna get super agile fire spamming, or you're gonna get you're gonna get all the fire spamming cruises. So you're gonna get a lot of those HE spammers up there. Destroyers, forget it. You're gonna get there's only very few destroyers that are gonna get played, and one is going to be a Shima. If you play any game that's got a destroyer in it, you're going to see a butt ton of Shimas, guaranteed. I'll put money on it. So, and if you're gonna go in there with battleships, you better be you're either gonna go Yami or go home, because yeah, exactly. But anyway, what to talk about? What else can we talk about? So many fun things. So many fun things. Now, let's see. What are you doing? Stop. Thank you. But anyway, enough complaining about wargaming. It always seems like what we always do. It's all wargaming. Kane's one? Okay. Cool. It's cool. Oh boy. Yeah. So, what can we talk about? Always a lot of things that can be tossed out there. So, yeah, here's something interesting for everybody. So, who here on May 1st, or as I say May 2nd, is going to get Redfall? If you haven't seen Redfall, it is new game coming out on Xbox. It's possible. Let's wait and see who wins that series and who else wins in there too, because it all depends on record. So let's see. So who's gonna get Redfall? I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth taking a look at. If you haven't, let me do this. Hold on a second. Alrighty then. All right. Let's see if I can get the. Get this to do what I need it to do. Huh. Well, anyway. So Redfall's is a new multiplayer open source map game coming to Xbox. Basically it's like a New England town that's been taken over by vampires. So you can either do this in in single or 4-person co-op mode. And from the things I've been seeing on this, it has been really, really good looking. If I would really like to see, hold on. Let's sign in. Maybe it'll let me play the thing if I sign in. Ah. This is the other reason why I'm not on the couch. Here we go.
I have to be stuck on an island full of vampires? Who that is with y'all?
Some kind of collective consciousness.
Going up.
Let's finish this.
All right, there you go. That's Redfall. That is Redfall. I can tell you honestly, it looks really, really good. It is definitely something different. I've already done the pre-install on my Xbox, so it's already sitting there. So it's available with Game Pass. So you'll be able to just click on it, and then when it's available, it will download onto your console, and you'll be able to play. And I'm going to tell you something. I can't wait to play this game. And this thing might be. I think I may stream this because this looks really, really, really good. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. So you got that on the way. I think there's they got some other games that are still that they're thinking about adding in and what have you. So, oh yeah. So there you go. All right. Hope the audio wasn't too bad. But anyway, so what we got here? Stars this one. Took out the wild. So we had North Star. So we had the former North Stars taking out the Oh, wow. Huh. Like Minnesota on former Minnesota crime. Oh, my Lord. Trying to think if there's anything else that's coming out. Haven't really heard, other than Redfall, which a lot of people have been waiting on. Look at the PC games. What's showing up? A lot of PC games. It's actually cool because you can play a lot of these on cloud. Oh yeah! All right. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. So let's see what else is going on out there in the world, in the big old wide world, that's so incredibly, so incredibly interesting and captivating. Well, we already started off the show. Someone already asked the question about Dr. Ghost. Will he get to 2,000? I think he will. Dr. Ghost will get to 2,000. We got Jank already over 2,000. He's going. He's got the Yankonomics engine over there rolling, rolling, rolling. Fueled by fueled by determination and a little bit of and a little bit of whiskey. Yahoo, baby. Yahoo. Ah. And of course, we've had the drama. We'll stay away from drama because drama's not fun. At least not that. At least that type of drama is not fun. Let's see what else we got going on out there in the world, in the big old wide world. Well, let's see. We have a governor of a state who's getting beaten up by a mouse. That's always hilarious. Yeah. Lots of fun stuff. Hey, Azuma, welcome, dude. Welcome to Chilling on the Couch, episode 5, The Monitors Strike Back. Hope everything's going well down under. We just finished showing the trailer for Redfall. Can't wait to see that. I'm already got it. I already got it queued up to preload to download on my Xbox already. I can't wait to get my hands on that game. It looks really, really, really good. Did you see the trailer, Azuma? I wonder, is it available for? Oh, editing a video. Okay, roger that. Azuma, just do me a favor. Before if you decide to leave something like that, go into the comments section down below and put the link to your channel in there, because then I'll bring that up and I'll put that in my description. Description section. I'm gonna look that. You know what? I'm gonna look that up right now and see if Redfall is gonna be coming out on PlayStation. Let's find out. All right, new window. Okay. Ugh. Let's take a look. All right. Yeah, so put the link to your channel in the comments, buddy. Well, shit. Yeah, just put the link in the comments down below, and I'm gonna pin that into my description. Yeah, rip. I think that's a definitive no. What do you think? Oh. But you can. Yeah, right there. That's a big no. But Azuma, if you want to play it, if you all you have to do is get PC Game Pass, and you can play it directly off the PC. Probably you could. It may even end up in Steam. So. I didn't expect it to be that definitive and that quick when I actually typed it into the. Type that in there. Just no. Oh. Rip. Oh my lord, that's just too damn funny. But you still can't. All you have to, if you just if you had PC Pass. But you see, there's still hope. If you've got a laptop or a desktop, and you decide you just want to use the PC Game Pass, you can get the game and you can play it. And because you'll have access to the Xbox app, you can play. You'll be able to play with people with the consoles. So it's not totally unattainable. I mean, you can get it. You just can't play it on a PlayStation. Just can't play it on PlayStation. Oh, that. Well, I just figure out why you won't see it on PlayStation because it's from Bethesda. Bethesda games. Oh yeah. Oh, so. Oh, rip. Chromebook. Let's put it this way: if there's one thing on the scale that's lower than a Windows-based computer, it's Chromebook. Very good. Did you get everything to work on ETS2 and ATS? Oh, I wish I had this. I wish I had this chair at work. This thing is fantastic. Two frames a second. Yikes. Fair enough. Hey, there's Mr. I got kicked in the junk himself. It's Adam. What's up, Adam? So, what part of your anatomy has been beaten up today? Welcome to chilling on the couch, even though I'm not on the couch. Oh boy. Oh boy. So we've talked about a little bit of a range of stuff. We've talked about Dr. Ghost and 2,000 games. We've talked a little hockey. Well, yeah. Ah. You got kicked in your knee. Okay. Well, at least it's not your junk this time. By a horse. Okay. Was it My Little Pony? Oh my lord. But any whoosy, what's his futzes? So, what do you guys want to talk about? This just gets driven by you guys. At least I'll try to keep up with it as best I possibly can. That's good advice, Azuma. Really good advice. A couple little stupid things. Hey, I won a couple of tickets to the Boston Red Sox. And for those who don't know who the Boston Red Sox are, they are the professional baseball team in Boston. Boston. Get to take my kid for the very, very first time. That's going to be exciting. That will be next Thursday night. Be the first time I've been at Fenway Park in like 3 years. Yippers. Let's see. Then my kid's like, I want to go see a hockey game. No, I'm not doing really good, but hey. It's the Red Sox. I've been following that baseball team since 1975. I remember when they did suck and the so-called curse of the Bambino was in place. Yeah, it's early. They still got to find their identity, find out who they are. Got to find out who they are. Hey, playing it. I don't understand cricket. But what's wrong with playing baseball? Is there a deficiency there? Oh, I agree. Chris Sale needs to stay healthy. But I also think that the rest of that a lot of that rotation, especially the bullpen, needs to step up and start pitching better. Could have been worse. A lot of things could have been worse. We got to remember we got him when the Red Sox got him, he was pretty beat up. That's what you get with all of the flamethrower pitchers. I mean, look what happened with Pedro Martinez. After he started getting hurt, he was never the same again. Lost velocity. The only thing that saved someone like Pedro's career is the fact that he was a 5-pitch pitcher. Now, Chris Sale he's a slider, curveball, fastball pitcher. He relies on his power. If he developed another breaking pitch or something like that, I think he'll be fine. Adam, I think I got one better than you. I've been hit in the chest with a baseball. Yeah, but his age-wise, no. But wear and tear-wise, definitely. Hey, Wolf, what's up, buddy? Welcome. What's going on? Now, Adam, I'm gonna basically tell you this. I've been hit in the chest by a baseball, line drive, what have you, and I'm pulling a page out of your book, Adam. This really did happen, and this was my fault. I was an infield. I played. In high school. I played infield. I was a first baseman. All right. By the way, I played all 4 years, so I played varsity from my going to Applebee's. Woohoo! Yeah, they do hurt. So I was playing first base. You know. Well, what ended up happening was pretty bad because I mistimed my dive. I was playing back behind the bag, about 3 to 4 steps off the line. So playing back. Left-handed hitter up the plate. Turned on the ball, drove it, line drive. I misjudged my dive. I dove a little too early. Took a full force line drive right in the junk. I'll let that sink in for a minute. And no, I didn't wear a cup. I overdove. I dove too early. I misjudged it. So when I laid out, now I'm left-handed. So I'm pushing from left to right off the bag. So I don't have to react as early as a right-handed first baseman would have to. I just misjudged it a little too much and overdove. And it just, needless to say, I didn't move for about Yeah. Needless to say, I did not move for a good solid 10 minutes. I was reaching uh let's put it this way. I was reaching the upper octaves. All intents and purposes, I almost vomited. It was that bad. It fucking hurt. I tried to stay in there, but nope, it didn't work. Hey, it happens. I don't know, Wolf. But this is coming from the same person who turned around and decided to put golden dildos into a chat conversation. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Wolf. Oh, by the way, I've also been hit in the face with a baseball bat too. Got stitches under my left eye. Yeah, that was always fun. Exactly. Just normal chill zone stuff. Why? Because aren't you entertained? Oof. I won't even get into some of the stuff I did in the Marine Corps. Because I'm a wizard. Yep. Because I'm a wizard. All right, we'll see you when you get back, Azuma. Now, taking a full 13-yard haymaker throw from a football right in the neck hurts like hell. Yeah, it does, actually. I don't know how that compares to taking a... I just read it. I got a piece of advice for you, Wolf. You got to clean that shit out from between your ears so you can actually hear, because I just read it out. Doe. Yeah, those hurt too. You got to be aware. It's not the direct hits you got to work out. You got to watch those glancing blows, the ones that just kind of touch the nuts, because those will put you down. It's all right, Wolf. I got to give you. I got to give you a little shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do. Oh. So we got more people in here. Like I was mentioning before, well, I just showed I showed the trailer for Redfall. Can't wait for that to come out. I'm gonna be playing that some serious. Gonna be seriously. I already got that queued up. I'm going for it. Speaking of basketball, playing 2K23 like a madman. Roger that. Let's see what we got here. What really fucking hurts is when you get thrown into a fucking metal pole right in the. Zoom is back. I like these words. You motherfucker get thrown out a window. Yep. Hey, what's up? What's up, UPS? By the way, thanks for the love of my last stream. I very much appreciate that, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Keep you company on your multiple state drive. Really appreciate it. What was your most painful moment, Azuma? Nice, Zach. So yeah, like I was saying, I was mentioning earlier on, if you're looking for a new game, May 2nd, it looks like Redfall is going to be coming out on Xbox. You can already click on the thing and get the preload if you got Game Pass. So I showed the trailer earlier. I may show it again if you like. It looks really good. You got some good news there, Wolfie? Send it. Do you want do you want some do you want like some news music I can pull up for you? Make a sound of make a sound of a teletype or something. Water polo. Interesting. Look at you, Wolfie. You go, dude. Starting work next Monday, and he's got his driver permit. So Walmart and the roads of Idaho will never be the same. I do have a question. If you did water polo, how do you keep from drowning your horse? What's up, Aiden? Welcome, my dude. Must have had a lot of horses, dude. Or did they have scuba? And you're welcome, Wolfie. Bought a Ford Mustang, put a supercharger on it. Do amateur MMA boxing. The most painful moment was when I got elbowed in the face, then kicked in the face, and to finish it off, ended in KO for. Yeah, well, you got to make sure you got to keep your face out of the way. It's usually kind of a good thing. At least that's what I would. I mean, I'm not an MMA person, but I kind of like to say protecting the face is a good thing. First paycheck, guess what that's going to? Let's see. Let's tick off a list. Syphilis treatment. I don't know. Laptop maybe. You just forgot the duck, bro. Feel the need for speed. Yeah. So the question is, what engine you have in that GT? Is it the 5.0, or was it the 4.6? Yeah, I kind of figured you were getting a computer. So old, man. Oh Lord. Oh yeah, V8. There's the 4.6 liter. There's the 4.6 liter small block 8-cylinder, and then there's the 5.0 or the 5 liter 8-cylinder. What year's the car? Get on SnowRunner and yeet trucks off the cliff because it's fun. Oh well. Yeet. 2020. So if it's a GT, then it's a 5.0. I believe it might be the Coyote. Great engine, by the way. I'm not kidding. Say when is this guy legit? Ryan Garcia's hands, epitome of speed. Okay. He'll be up and streaming. I'll be able to play trucks with you, Zach and Jack. Wow. Look at this. Boy goes out and gets a job. All of a sudden, he's styling and profiling. Could be hanging out with the big boys, yo. No, that's good. That's good, Wolfie. Enjoy that. Well, you went full on super mod there, Zach. Maybe you got penalized. I know. I know he's a youngin'. I've been at my current employer longer than he's been alive. I mean, shit. I've been at my current employer as long as Zach has been alive. Yeah, baby. That's right. Don't diss him. He's 16. Yeah, you're 22. I've been at my place of employment. I've been where I've been for almost 23 years. And I've been an EMT for 25. Oh, you got a Cobra? Nice. Is that the GT 350? Or the GT 500? I know my Mustangs. Oh, GT 500. Ooh. Hey, it's also cool when you got something like this to show off to people. There you go. '64 Ford Galaxy with a 428. Sweet, bro. Galaxy is the precursor to the Mustang. Put an IS9 in it. Ooh. Very nice. I mean, I'm more of a Chevy guy. I do like my Fords, though. I mean, to be honest, probably the best small block, best small block 8-cylinder ever built, the LS1. 350, 350 cubic inch. The rest of the car would fall apart, but the engine would stay intact. You could probably nuke the car, the engine would still work. So yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Damn, Adam. Avalanche just won. Nice. You gonna get your grandfather's old pickup truck? 4-door cab, long box. Ooh. All right. We'll still be here, Azuma. That an old Ford or an old Chevy? Nice. I miss having a car with substantial power in it. They better not fuck that up, Zach. I'm gonna be very pissed if they fuck that up. They need to go out. They need to. They need to go out there and. Okay. It's a Ford. And Adam is still alive to talk to us. Yeah, Boston needs to come out and they need to exact dominance in that game. I mean, they got to come out and they got to hit, and they got to hit hard because they got to knock the sweat out of friggin' they got to knock the sweat out of the Panthers, and they got to score and score early. 97 Ford long box, okay, very squarey. Nice. Honestly, F100 would be nice. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been over 140 miles an hour in a car. Roger that. Oh. Oh, yeah. It was all motor. Had a big ass engine and a lot of hopes and dreams. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Holy Jesus. I don't know what happened, dude. Here we go. Put that up. Sorry about that, peeps. All right. Chat overlay is on. Yeah, I gotta remember to be careful because I'm not streaming off of OBS. I'm streaming directly from Restream, so I'm actually on. I'm actually using a web browser to go through. So sorry about that, everyone. I broken it. I broke it. Luckily, it's kept going and going and going and going. Why you ask that, Wolf? I kind of figured that, Adam. I don't think it was going to go. I mean, usually you're not going to go bank stock unless unless you're just looking for whatever. I can't look back. I can't look back at chat because the chat went offline when I kicked out. And if you want to know, 1,000 horses, damn. Let's put it this way. He said he dev struck me and sent me the clip. But what he didn't say is he decided to put it in the Spectre Squadron thing and basically said, yeah, broadside, Chris Broadside bought. And then when I told him to cut it out, he just kept going and going and going. Yeah, I really did time out Exaflex. Yes, I did. So he's going to probably change over to another account and he's going to pop in again. Watch. No big deal. I'll handle it my own way. Ooh, Power Glide. Very nice. Dude, that sounds like that thing can rip. One continue. You got the way that thing sounds like you get one continuous burnout with that damn thing. You got to get those tires to catch and stop burning so you don't have to feather it. Let's see. Smoke. Well, yeah. I'm kind of hoping we call Smokey. Oh boy. Let's go in here for a second. Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. I was able to go back and read them. No big deal. Yes. Now, when I was younger, I was able to buy my aunt's car. She had a '67 Camaro, bone stock. Thing probably hasn't run for like 15 years. She bought it brand new, probably put maybe around, I don't know, 25,000 miles on it, and then it just sat in her driveway and did nothing. Did it burn out 2 weeks ago? No rubber. Yeah, that could become a very expensive proposition. I mean, what type of? I mean, I'm guessing you're putting some big old fatties on the back of that damn thing. So those aren't going to be cheap. You piss off a Kaiser. Sucks to be them, I guess. Uh, hmm. I think it's time for a little bit of a drink. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. 12 shells. Gary. Probably didn't need them all. Reaper started up a challenge. I missed that one. Huh. Interesting. Ooh, yeah. Extra flex. I'm going to tell you this once, and I mean this. You don't know when to stop talking. Okay? You're wondering why I'm mad? It's because you don't know when to stop. You do stupid shit, knock it off. All right? Oh. It is what it is. I got broadside hit by you because I was bow tanking 2 other battleships. Whoop-de-doo. But I will tell you, you just don't know when to stop. Obviously, when you put the stupid shit in there, what do you think happened? I got mad. And what did you do? You kept going. And you kept going. And you kept going. How many people have told you this, dude? That you need to stop that shit. And you wonder why people get mad at you. Because you kept going, you dumb fuck. Goodbye. I'm not going to put up with them tonight. Okay, where were we? No, that's okay. I got it, Zach. Appreciate it, though. Exactly. Moving on. uh, oh God. Oh, that's too funny. Resident nut kicking expert. Let me at him. Let me. Oh. Anyway. Anyway. Jesus. Oh boy. All right. Let's see. What else can we talk about? What else? So let's see. We talked about cars, Wolfie's new job and his permit. We've talked about getting hit in the knees, nuts, back, head. I read the thing about Quirky. He dev struck him in his marker off. Let's see. Doing the all-nighter thing. Good on you, dude. But hey. At this point, why not? I'm enjoying a little bit of rum. And then unfortunately, when I finish it, then I have to ask the question, why is the rum always gone? I think the longest I think I've stayed up was around 72 hours. That 36 hours was my introduction into the Marine Corps. Jesus, Wolf. How much Dame Bramage did you get off of that? do 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 do. Oh. Hey, out of the way. Get over there. All right. There we go. Case on needs it. Pulling up. Playing War Thunder and grinding the entire Assassin's Creed. You are a psychopath, sir. I mean, I liked Assassin's Creed, but didn't like it that much. Yikes! Oh, let's see what else we got going on tonight. Two Ubes. 5-gallon bucket of gasoline and shoot it. That's not only probably the funniest thing you've done, that's probably the dumbest fucking thing you could do. Just yikes. Let me see. Oh, nothing good going on there. Nothing good. Oh, let's see. What else? We've already talked about cars, baseball, hockey, MMA, getting smacked in the nuts, knees, underwater, water polo. We drowned the horses. Wolfie's computer and job. Staying up for large amounts of time doing stupid, sketchy shit. Well, I hope you were at a good distance, Adam. I mean, shit, that would have been. Roma. Okay, I think I can. I think we can sum up. The Roma's career this way. The Italians built it. It didn't go anywhere because of fuel shortages. It got moved a couple of times, and the Germans sunk it. That was the career. 400 yards away. Well, that's a good distance. Were you using tight pack on your shotgun shells? So that's a pretty decent distance to be hitting something with a what would you say, with a shotgun, right? Yeah. Yeah, buckshot. Jesus. Oh. Ooh, smooth. Very smooth. Very good. Good, 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 good. Alrighty. What else do we have here? Famous quote from Star Wars. Every movie. I have a bad feeling about this. Wolfie, what'd you do? Overpin? Let me guess, Extra Flex. You sent him the clip of you dev striking me, right? Let me get. Is that true? Over armored. Well, yeah, Adam. It's mostly the vapor. The vapor causes the fireball. Blah blah blah. Yeah, what? Don't even ask it. See, this is the thing I was talking about, dude. You don't learn. You don't learn. You're going to keep pressing and pressing and pressing just to get a reaction out of me. So, since you're acting like a dick, and I told you, to stop it, goodbye. In case you want to know what that was the band hammer. Oh, the things I have to do to keep my sanity. The things I have to do. Yahoo, baby. No. No, 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 no. Yeah. True. See, I don't want you to go out of your way to do anything, Adam. I mean, come on. We know how prone you are to injury. But let's see. Oh, by the way, I summed up the Roma's career for you, Wolf. They built it. It didn't go anywhere. It got moved once, and the Germans sunk it. Oh, yeah. I'm going to show you. Here's a sweet picture. Let me just do this. Bang. Check that out, huh? Check out that. Check out that beauty. That is the United States Navy right there. No, Wolfie, we're good. She's just see now that's just sexy. See right there. There's her name. Oh, she's such a good looking ship. Good looking ship. Bang! I don't know. 44 gun large frigate. Well, if you can't ask him, he's gone. Yeah. 44 gun oversized frigate. She was bigger than her contemporaries. She was as fast or a little bit faster. She was devastating. It's a different type of ship, but you got to remember these large frigates. The large frigates here. I'll pop that back up again. Here we go. Large frigates like the Constitution. These things were designed to be that halfway point. Something it wasn't necessarily. Something wasn't necessary. There wasn't necessarily something like a yeah, wow. Something like the ship of the line, but it wasn't as small as their contemporary frigates, between 28 and 36 guns, which is about the standard for the time. They built these ships. These things were designed to be 44 guns, so these things could get into fights with British frigates and just wreck them, which is what they did. They had the speed, maneuverability, and everything else. Plus, they had the addition. Yeah, you're looking. Those are ships of the line. So it's probably 60 guns per. So yeah, you're looking at what is called a first rate. So that's a first rate ship of the line if you're using the British terminology to it. But they really didn't have a classification for Constitution. So, and this ship was this ship right here was basically something that was the British Admiralty even ordered British frigates not to engage her. Actually, I think the guns that are on her are replicas. A lot of them are some of them are replicas. Some of them are original, but I think they rendered a lot of them inert. But she does have cannon guns up forward by the bow that are actually breech loaders that they use for ceremonials. So they're modern. They're a modern gun built around the look of an old cannon. Honestly, I haven't been on her in years. I mean, she's literally right in downtown Boston. They just took down her main mast, top of her main mast. No, you get a extra 15% for Citadel damage. So they just took down the tops of her main mast. They're going to be taking down her the top from her mizzen, and so they're going to take they basically at this time they basically take them down. They take them down, and that's about it. They repair them. They put them back up for the summer for the sailing season. Oh, Queen Anne's Revenge. That's a different ship from a different era. That thing right there. You got to remember this. The Constitution. This ship was built in 1798. Queen Anne's Revenge is probably a good 60, 70, 80 years older than that. Had more of a galleon style to it than this. This is relative flat deck, multiple decks below. But the one thing that this thing here, one thing that she can carry a lot more sail. And she was built to run down stuff. And she had the firepower to take that shit out for her time. Also remember this too. She is still a commissioned warship. So she's actually crewed by members of the U.S. Navy. They have a rated commander takes oh, hey. There's some people who like the captain that would love to like to do that with the Victory. Imagine seeing that thing with its 110, I think it's like 110 guns. Let's see. Here we go. There you go, HMS Victory. Yeah, but she's actually called the ship of the line. She's a ship of the line first rate. That was Nelson's flagship, by the way. Let's see. Now her distinction. All right, here you go. Some information on her if you want to know. All right. So HMS Victory is a 104 gun first rate ship of the line of the Royal Navy. She's the world's oldest naval ship still in commission, with 245 years of service as of 2023. She was ordered in 1758, laid down in 1759, and was launched in 1765. She is best known as her role as Lord Nelson's flagship in the Battle of Trafalgar on 21 October 1805. She was also the flagship for Jarvis at the Battle of Cape St. Vincent. Jesus Christ. In 1824, she was relegated to a role as a harbor ship. In 1922, she was moved to a dry dock in Portsmouth, England, and preserved as a museum ship. And she has been the flagship of the First Sea Lord since October 2012. Let's see. Here we go. Now, this is how you can tell the difference. So here, USS Constitution, also known as Old Ironside, is a three-masted wooden hull heavy frigate of the United States Navy. She is... I know. Did you like the name of my stream, by the way, Mighty? It's Chilling on the Couch, episode 5. The monitors strike back. So this one right here, as it was going to talk about this, her name's Old Ironside. She's a three-masted wooden hull heavy frigate of the United States Navy. Now, this is the distinction between Victory and Constitution, or one of them. She is the oldest. She is the world's oldest ship still afloat. She was launched in 1797, one of the 6 original frigates authorized for construction by the Naval Act of 1794, and the third constructed. The name Constitution is among 10 names submitted to President George Washington by Secretary of War Timothy Pickering in March 1795 for frigates that were to be constructed. Joshua Humphreys designed the frigates to be the young Navy's capital ships, so Constitution and her sister ships were larger and more heavily armed and built than the standard frigates of her time. She was built at Eminhat's shipyard in the north end of Boston, Massachusetts. Her first duty is to provide protection for American merchant shipping during the quasi-war with France and to defeat Barbary pirates in the First Barbary Pirate War. And it goes on to a lot of different type of stuff. But, like I said, the two big distinctions, obviously, we say HMS Victory, she's the oldest commissioned warship in the world. Okay? The Constitution is the oldest commissioned warship still afloat. Now, in the 1990s, when Constitution was in dry dock, getting her refit, they did a lot of work on her hull. They redid some of this. They actually... Well, yeah, I would too, because that thing... 104 guns, that's a lot of firepower. That's right, she's 36-0. And she has the distinction of being the only commissioned warship in the United States Navy to have been in combat as of this time. Now, the interesting thing is this. When they did her refit in the 90s, they actually went in and removed some stuff that was inside the ship that was added over time, because a lot of stuff was added in. When they brought her back closer to her original design in a lot of ways, think of it this way. They found out when they did tests on the hull that she could sail under her own power again. So they went through, they re-rigged the ship, they had sails made for her, everything else. So in 1996 or 97, let me look, I got to remember this. Yep, 97. Let's see. Okay. She sailed under her own power for her 200th birthday in 1997, and again in August 2012 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of her victory over HMS Guerriere. So when she came out, she was able to actually sail. So she was actually towed from Boston Harbor up to Marblehead, Massachusetts, which is actually where um, um, it's disputed. But Marblehead claims the birthplace of the United States Navy. So they were towed up. She was towed up there for her 200th birthday, and also because it was also the birthday of the Navy too. She was They brought her in to into Marblehead Harbor. People were able to tour up there. Now the coolest thing is, I mean, I would probably let's see. I'll see if I can find it. Okay, hold on a second. All right, I'm going to play this. Now check this out. I'm going to hit pause. Hold on a second. Oh, damn it. Back that up a little bit. Check that picture out, huh? Oldest warship in the United States Navy right here, and one of the newest ships in the United States Navy at that time. So you had one of the original 6 heavy frigates of the U.S. Navy, and right over there is an Ollie Burke destroyer. Yeah, to be honest, that thing. Hey, Gan, what's up, buddy? Welcome. So you take a look at that. That's unbelievable. And obviously, like I said, this is the first time she set sail. In 1997 was the first time she set sail in 116 years to celebrate her birthday and also the birthday of the United States Navy. And you couldn't have a better connection than the oldest ship and one of the newest of her time. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna pop this up. Now I know there was a question earlier about her guns. I'm gonna pop this up. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's get out of that. There we go. There you go. See, that represent what that represents every single year is every single year on the 4th of July, she is towed out. She's brought out into Boston Harbor. And what she does, she goes out and she turns and goes to there's a fort on in South Boston. It's Fort Independence. That used to be named Castle Williams. It was actually an island, but it was connected to the mainland. But when the British evacuated Boston on what is now known as St. Patrick's Day, the obviously the Americans took the fort and renamed it Fort Independence. So every year on the 4th of July, the Constitution goes out into Boston Harbor, goes to Fort Independence, and fires a 21 gun salute to the nation. And what they do is that obviously the Massachusetts Army National Guard fires the returning salute, 21 gun salute back to the Constitution. It's really cool. Now, here's another cool thing. You can get entered into a lobby, you can get entered into a lottery to get a ticket to be on the ship on the 4th of July. It is really, really cool. And to answer your question, what you're actually to comment on your comment, Mighty, yes. The reason why they built the ships the size that they did is the country was not, the U.S. at the time was not going to be able to build ships of the line, but nor did they want to build standard frigates. They needed something in between, something with a little more punch. So they went with what is called it's free, Gan. You don't have to. You can enter your name in for free. You just have to get up here. They don't charge you to get on the ship. They can't. That's a real naval vessel. Yeah. You already paid for it. That's your taxpayer's dollar. That's your taxpayer dollars at work. She's commissioned. But I was going back to her capability. She was designed to best the frigates of her day. To be bigger, a little faster, more heavily armed, everything else, and still be able to have a respectable showing against some ships that might be a little bit bigger than her. And considering when they built these things, they were fantastic. The British, like I said, after several encounters with Constitution and her sisters, the Admiralty actually ordered the Royal Navy not to engage the Constitution unless they had numerical superiority or that they had smaller ships that were being escorted with a ship of the line. That's pretty high praise for a little frigate, huh? Fair enough. No, I'll tell you something. It is. She is. She and well, she is going to be. She is going to be seaworthy for the foreseeable future because she had another distinction added onto her at the end of near the end of the Obama administration. What they did is they were able to get a piece of legislation passed, making the USS Constitution not only the oldest commissioned warship afloat, She is now what is considered a ship of state. She is the official She is the official ship of state of the United States. She is the United States Navy. It's funny when we talk about all these other ships and everything else, oh, the Enterprise, New Jersey, blah, blah, blah. That's where it began, right there. And she's the only one of the original 6 still around. And actually, yes, she's the official. Well, she's not. Well, she has other distinctions. She's the honorary flagship of the Atlantic Fleet. She's the being the ship of state. Yes, she technically would be the ship, but it's kind of a different way of wording it. I mean, she has a lot of honors, stuff like that. I mean, obviously, she can never fight. Um, you know, some people with Molotov cocktails can take that damn thing out. But we have to look at it and still say, no, she is the United States Navy. She's the embodiment of what the Navy is. And there's a lot of other things, like the captain on board. The captain of the ship is one of the very few people in the United States Navy that wears one of the original uniforms. That's true. Well, yeah. We're talking about an age of cruise missiles and rapid fire 5-inch guns and aircraft carriers and everything else. I mean, she doesn't even have an engine. But when you think about it, though, she is the ship. Of course, there's also a lot of talk what would happen, if theoretically, if the HMS Victory and the Constitution actually met in combat. I would probably go with the fact I don't think the Constitution would get out of that one. She may be able to run away, do some damage, but 104 first rate going against a 44 gun frigate. Weight's not there. Weight of guns is not there. Let's see. Pop this up here. Oh, maybe. Now here's another ship. Probably. Anybody recognize this? Anyone? Bueller? This one, no, this wasn't in Battleship. That's not the Seattle again. Wolf's already got it. It's the only living Des Moines class cruiser. This is USS Salem. Yep, she's in Quincy, Massachusetts. Ooh. This was another one here too. This one actually, this ship right here, this one's actually right near. This is a couple of docks down from the Constitution. That's the USS Cassin Young. She's longer than Massachusetts, not bigger. Now, one of the things here, she USS Salem is actually docked in Quincy, Massachusetts. She's at the Four Rivers Shipyard. Excuse me. Where 3 of the 4 of the Des Moines class were actually built. She's the only surviving ship of her class. And when they purchased her to make her into a museum ship, they actually brought her back to where she was built. Another interesting fact is that she is one of only 4 ships still around that were built that were built at the Four River Shipyard in Quincy, Massachusetts. Only 4 ships left. Obviously, you know one of them, USS Salem. Can anybody name the other 3? So the hint is obviously they're still around. They're museum ships. But there's 3 other ships that are still out there that were built right here. I'm asking you. You tell me. I know who they are. Kid, no, she wasn't. The kid wasn't built here. You're partially right, Mighty. You got to pick one, then you got to pick the ship. Massachusetts. Yes, USS Massachusetts was built at the Four River Shipyard. Obviously, we know where she is. She's in Fall River. Iowa was built in, I think she was either built in, I don't know, I think she was built in Philly. No, well, I'll tell you right now, just disregard any of the Iowas. The reason why I'm going to say disregard the Iowas because the facilities weren't necessarily there considering how long those ships were. Plus, you got to remember 2 were built on the West Coast, 2 were built on the East Coast. Yeah, and you're right. The Iowa was built in Brooklyn Navy Yard. The New Jersey was built in Philadelphia. Nope. So we have USS Massachusetts. Seattle class, no. All right, so let's see. Is it a BB? No, it's not. There she is. There's Mamie. All right, so we got two. We got the Salem. We have the Massachusetts. There are two more. I'll give you a hint. Yeah, the USNS, but that's different. We're talking warships here. There's only 4 surviving warships built at the Four River Shipyard. Nope, that's not it because I know. That's not the Sumner. I'm giving you a hint. It's right there on your screen there, guys. No, that's not a Sumner class destroyer, buddy. The Thrasher? No, I mean the Thresher. The Thresher was built. She was built at Electric Boat down in Connecticut. That's not a Roberts class. All right. Here. Help you out a little bit. Hold on. I'll help you out. All right. Boom. Boom. Ah, Wolfie. Nailed it. The USS Joseph P. Kennedy Jr. And for those who'd like to know, she's a Gearing class destroyer. There you go. Well, you see, the Joseph P. Kennedy Jr. is actually a really interesting ship. She has a little bit of fame of her own because she was one. Yeah, I know. Because she received a refit as a missile destroyer. Now, the one thing about the Joseph P. Kennedy Jr., obviously, the name is pretty self-evident. It was named after Joseph P. Kennedy Jr., who was the son or the late older brother of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. So he's the older brother of the former president. Now, Joseph P. Kennedy Jr. was a hero in his own right. He was a naval aviator. He died in 1944 while conducting a special mission. Probably not. They already got a Gearing. I don't think they're going to do something with this, unless they're going to bring her in after her refit as a missile destroyer, which which I'll gladly pay the ducats to get that so I can nuke some Shimas. But anyway, one of the things for her claim to fame, other than the name, I'm just gonna tell you, she was in she was in service during the Cuban Missile Crisis. She actually is one of the ships that she was one of the destroyers that actually was tracking and going after the Russian submarines, and she was one of the few American warships that actually boarded another during the blockade. Now, we got to get to the fourth one. This one's going to be a little on the tougher side. All right. There you go. Should be able to see it in the lower left-hand corner. That is not the Kitty Hawk. Nope, not the Sarah. Saratoga. Now, the only thing is, the Saratoga was a Lexington class carrier built on the battle cruiser hull. This is the Lexington. This is CV-16. As you can see, USS Lexington, CV-16, nicknamed the Blue Ghost, Essex-class aircraft carrier built during World War II for the United States Navy. Yeah, not the original Lexington, not her own class. So, she really intended to be named USS Cabot. The new aircraft carrier was renamed under construction to commemorate the recently lost USS Lexington CV-2, becoming the 6th U.S. Navy ship to bear the name in honor of the Battle of Lexington. And right there, she was laid down as the Cabot in July of 1941 at the Four Rivers Shipyard in Quincy, Massachusetts. She is currently museum ship in Corpus Christi, Texas. Lady Lex is sunk in Coral Sea. Yeah, she's CV-2. There you go. So yeah, that's Lady Lex. That's the second commissioned aircraft carrier in the United States Navy right here. CV3 is... Oh, I want to talk about Wisconsin. Okay. Hit. Here we go. Pop that up. BB-64. Gonna see the ship tomorrow. Yeah, she went. She was torped twice. Once after Pearl Harbor. Once after Pearl Harbor, before Midway, so she was taken out of the mix for that. And then again, she was torped. I think the Battle of Solomon Sea. Mm-hmm. Whiskey. Oh yeah. And she's in Norfolk, Virginia. I lived in Norfolk, Virginia. Now we had the temper thing. Oh, you never know much. You can never know too much history. Do 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 do. Temper. Yeah. I have to take the ride. I gotta go see her. I gotta see New Jersey. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. For those who don't know about that incident, I'm gonna let you guys know. So it's all dating back to the Korean War, but when hearing it, you can almost put yourself on the deck of those ships and laugh along with everyone who was involved. It all happened during a stressful time, but ended up being a story passed down through the generations. Okay, USS Wisconsin BB-64 is an Iowa-class battleship launched at the end of World War II in 1944. Although it came late to the war, it did serve in the Pacific Theater and dealt some damage to the Japanese with their 16-inch Mark 7 50 caliber guns. The story about the tell, however, didn't happen until she was used them again many years later. Okay, we don't care about that. All right, so with the U.S. entering the Korean War just 2 years later, USS Wisconsin was put back into use and shelled all sorts of enemy positions from the coast. Then on March 15th, 1952, the ship received its first direct hit. There were no deaths. However, 3 sailors were injured and there was minimal damage to the ship. The hit came from a Korean 155, which got lucky. The crew of the Wisconsin, however, returned fire with all 9 of her guns, totally obliterating anything and anyone in the position where the hostile shots came from. Right after the shots were fired, a sister ship that was being escorted, which was escorting Wisconsin, flashed its signal lamp with the words "Temper, Temper" before continuing on their way. There you go. Okay. You don't want to trip over the anchor chains. That's usually not a good idea. Well, I guess that doesn't want to work. Try this one. There we go. I love it when I get the big old circle of shame. How about we do this? There we go. Oof. I love it when everything freezes up like that. Yeah, the video is not doing what I wanted to do. Well, get the gist. Damn. Okay. Yeah, oof is right. This right here is literally she's literally about 25 minutes south of where I live. Now, one of the interesting things with the Massachusetts, I will tell you this. Now, everybody, if you love history and you know a lot about World War II, hey, all right, Gan, have yourself a good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Anybody knows anything about World War II? We know that the 2 famous battleships basically. All right, Wolfie, have a good night, bud. 2 famous battleships basically kind of share the record for the longest hit or longest shot from a moving battleship on a moving target. Y'all know the 2 ships? to have that distinction? Anyone? Now, both these ships are in World of Warships. No, but I'll get to that in a second. I'm talking two famous battleships from World War II. They're not American. Now, let me repeat. It is. They are thought to both hold the record for the longest shell hit fired from a moving battleship onto another ship. It can't be the Yamato because the Yamato really, other than shooting at some destroyers and a couple of escort carriers, she was doing it relatively close in. And no, it's not the Bismarck. But one of them is German. Richelieu. No. All right. We'll show you one. Definitely not the hood. Scharnhorst is one, yeah. We'll pull it up. Let's see. You also have the model of her? And Negato's definitely not it. Where is it? Ah, yes. Let's see. Ah, here it is. So, 1832, on 4 June, Scharnhorst opened fire with her main battery at Glorious, HMS Glorious, at a range of 26,000 meters or 28,000 yards, which is 16 miles. 6 minutes after opening fire, Scharnhorst scored a hit at the range of 25,600 meters or 28,000 yards at 15.9 miles. Shell struck the carrier's upper hangar and started a large fire. Less than 10 minutes later, the shell from Gneisenau struck the bridge and killed Glorious' captain. So the Scharnhorst was actually credited with having one of the longest shell hits from a moving gun platform to another moving ship. Now, who's the other one? Well, ready? HMS Warspite. All right. And I think the ship she hit was the Julius Caesari. Yep. So, during the battle, Warspite achieved one of the longest range gunnery hits from a moving ship onto a moving target in history, hitting the Giulio Cesare at a range of approximately 24 kilometers at 26,000 yards. The other being the shot from the Scharnhorst to hit the Glorious about the same distance in 1940. Now, I'm only bringing these up because if we go back to her, see if I can find the story in here. No, that's not it. Okay, Battleship Cove. Pull this up. Okay, that's not going to find it here. I have to find it. Give me 1 second here. I got to find this damn thing. So, actually, I'll find the story. But what it was is that everyone universally will say that it's either going to be the Scharnhorst or the Warspite or both that had those type of hits. Actually, when you start looking at Massachusetts, let's see if I can find her. They really don't go into it in here, but there was other stuff that was actually found by the Naval Institute and some other things to show actually the ship that the longest shot from a moving gun platform or a battleship on a stationary target or another ship was actually fired from the Massachusetts, striking the Jean Bart. Now, the Massachusetts also seems to get this other distinction of actually outranging Warspite and Scharnhorst in firing shells from obviously her main battery and hitting a French destroyer at a distance further than the Scharnhorst and the Warspite. So we shall see. Yeah, I have to find the story. It was actually released by Battleship Cove after a lot of research, a lot of documents that turned up from the U.S. Naval Institute and stuff like that in regards to the protracted battle off of Casablanca, which the Massachusetts was involved. And actually, another ship that we all know was involved, and that was the USS Wichita. She was one of the cruiser escorts for Massachusetts. I'm going to do this. Naval Battle of Casablanca. Okay. So this gives you a little bit of an idea of some of the ships that were involved here. So the U.S. No worries, Gan. So it gives you an idea what the U.S. brought to bear in this fight. So we had one aircraft carrier, escort carrier, one battleship, 3 heavy cruisers, 1 light cruiser, 14 destroyers, 15 troop ships, 3. Who cares about the landing craft, and 108 aircraft. So let's see. The troop ship convoy left Chesapeake Bay 23 October 1942 and joined on 26 October by a covering force of battleships, cruisers sailing from Casco Bay. In 28 October, the aircraft carrier USS Ranger and the escort carrier Sagamon, Swanee, Shagano, and Santee sailed for Bermuda. These ships were screened by 38 American destroyers, resulting Task Force 34, including 102 ships of the invasion of Morocco, under the command of Rear Admiral Henry Ken Hewitt, aboard the flagship USS Augusta. TF-34 sailed. British submarine USS Sephra landed Major General Mark W. Clark near Algiers to meet with pro-American French forces. Okay. Don't need anything with that. Okay. See if this really says anything. All right. The American covering force of Massachusetts, Wichita, and Tuscaloosa, screened by destroyers Marriott, Rhine, Wainwright, and Jenkins, appeared offshore. Massachusetts' 16-inch guns were added to the bombardment of the L. Hank Battery, observed gunfire. L. Hank Battery observed gunfire from the covering force and straddled the Massachusetts with his first salvo. The operational turret aboard the incomplete battleship Jean Bart also opened fire and was targeted by Massachusetts. Jean Bart had fired only 7 rounds before Massachusetts' 5th salvo jammed the turret rotating mechanism on Jean Bart. Massachusetts' heavy 16-inch projectiles caused significant damage, although few actually exploded when lifted when the fuse was manufactured in 1918. The covering force, L. Hank Battery, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, the French light cruiser, I'm not even going to try to say it, sortied with flotilla leader, destroys Albatross and destroys Beltros and Franzier, engaged Massachusetts. The force was outgunned. The Premier, I probably screwed that up, been under refit, now fully operational, returned to fire nonetheless. The French flotilla was also engaged by Augusta and Brooklyn from 11 and 11:20. The Albatross beached to avoid sinking. The remaining ships returned to Casablanca Harbor, where the Premier beached and burnt out. 2 destroyers capsized. 45 crew members were killed. More than 200 were wounded. French submarine Amazon missed the Brooklyn with a salvo of torpedoes. Yeah, it's kind of tough to tell because those. I really do got to find that because I think that would be pretty cool. All right, where are we time wise? All right, we almost got 3 hours in. Cool. All righty then. So we got 2 hours 43 minutes. So I think I'm going to call that here. All righty. So we've been able to complete another edition of Chilling on the Couch. I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by tonight. Very much appreciated. I know it's a little bit different than what we usually try to do, but it's always good to be able to sit back and just be able to talk to people because it's much more fun to be able to talk history and contemporary stuff, what have you. It's always a good time. So, with that all being said, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up tonight. If you haven't done so, make sure you go down and hit that like button. Very much appreciate that. It helps out the channel. So, if you're over on the Twitch side, make sure you hit that follow button. You haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell so you know when the next edition of the Chill Zone is going to be coming up. And for those of you on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. It helps the channel out quite a bit, and I very much appreciate it. If you haven't subbed to the channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when the next edition of the Chill Zone is going to be coming up. And please leave those comments down below. It very much helps. Now, if you have a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel and you want to be added to the description section of the Chill Zone, that every time people come in, you'll be able to have that there. So you can have that link. So put that link in the chat, in the comment section. I will copy that and put that into my description the description piece so people can find your channel. And I'll make sure I do some shout outs for that. So everybody, thank you for hanging in there tonight. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate you guys coming in, having chat and talking and what have you. So that being said, everybody have a great night. Stay safe and peace.